Alright, let's just see if this actually is working or not. Getting everything pulled up and sorted out right now. Thank you for bearing with me here for a second. And it does look like we are live. Woot. It's been a while. A lot has happened. And I figured I'd try something new for a little bit of a change. Let me get all of my stuffs pulled up here for you. Now, I'm keeping track of like 20 different things right now, don't mind me. Let's see here. Get that pulled up as well. Alright, so I can keep track of the chat. Here we are. Alrighty. Now that I'm getting all of this set up here, how have you guys been? It's been a little bit of a while. Life has been interesting. I now have a baby and I got married. So life has been chaotic. That is for sure. Let's see here. Getting that. Just making sure I can see all of the stuff, references, and everything that I have set up for today. Because we're going to try something a smidgen new. But it's, if you've ever had a chance to talk to any one of my friends, it is something that I have been extremely passionate about for basically all of my life. So, and it is architectural history. Now, the whole entire point of my stream with the architectural history specifically, let's click onto here on the Sims in order to give some nice background music so you didn't just hear me talk. Now, the whole point of my architectural streams is to basically ignite at least a curiosity into other people about architectural history and do it in a little bit of a little quirky way, or at least my way of doing it. Now, I did go to college originally for architecture. I didn't finish with my degree, but it did help expand my love of architectural history, my appreciation of architectural history specifically. Now, this architect in particular is really close to my heart. He is literally the architect who made me interested in architecture. His name is Lloyd Wright. He was, past tense because he has passed away a long time ago. Where did he pass? Yeah. Sorry, Google searching real quick here. I believe he did. I was like, I'm pretty sure he died. Yeah, he died way before I was even born. I was like, if he's still alive, we have a little bit of questions here, sir, and where you found the Fountain of Youth, because I know that you were born in 18 something. I think it was like 1880 something or 1890 something. So he was alive during like the Great Depression and stuff. Anyway, this man, his designs made me appreciate architecture. Made me realize that architecture is livable art. You walk through it, you experience it. It has a physical effect on you and an emotional effect on you, or at least like really nice planned out spaces can. He is I think it's the forefather where he is the gentleman who basically designed the Prairie House, is what we know today as the Prairie House. So he was one of the people like pioneering it. Just the low plane structure, just taking up a good footprint. Because in the time when he was an architect, everyone was building up. Chicago was going up. Everyone was going up. He's like, no, we need to kind of spread ourselves out a bit. Take up a little bit of space. Have a little bit of breathing room. So, yeah, he liked emphasizing nature and the natural elements of sorts and the essence of nature. So a lot of his designs blur the line between inside and outside, which is another reason I really like it, because I grew up basically living outside. I mean, shit, my parents hardly were able to keep me and my sister inside, or keep us, make it so we wanted to be inside. So we were running around all over the place outside, so... Anyway, enough of my ramblings, let's start getting building here. So a lot of his designs are one of the ones that he designed. Well, a lot of his designs are more, like I said earlier, spread out. They're a little bit flatter. They take up a good footprint. Now, if you've ever seen pictures of any of his designs, you know that they are built in an area and use similar materials that are available in said area. Good example of that is one of his more famous designs, Falling Waters, which I still need to see. Side note, a lot of the information I have about Lloyd Wright is from years of research, because this architect made me fall in love with architecture. And I wanted to know everything I could about him, his life, his designs, and visit them as much as I can. I have been inside 2 of the houses that he has designed. One in Chicago, his house and studio, so one of his first designs. And the one that my college owned. I think it's the Affleck house over around Detroit. So, I've been inside 2 of the buildings, and both of them have that same type of effect. So, he also liked hiding the entrance. It's a little bit of a maze to find it. And in his house and studio, you can't see the entrance from the sidewalk, or at least the main entrance. And then you try to sneak through. You get sneaking through this little overpass. It's overhang of these thick columns, and you go through this little tiny door, right? And you get past the door, and boom, wide, beautiful open area with a skylight and everything, and you're just bathed in light from the skylight, and it's just awe, because the fact is you were compressed in this tiny little area, almost claustrophobic feeling. And then boom, out in the big open with the skylight, you can see the sunshine through. And then, his house and stuff, which immediately, from that main entrance immediately to your right, was his main office. And it had a little corridor where you can go through his studio or his house. I'm not going to get into the details. I highly recommend that. I believe they are still offering tours. What I will post is some references. One of them is actually the franklynwright.org. That one in particular, I believe you could set up tours. I highly recommend it. Be respectful, please. That's one thing that irritates me, is the lack of respect from people when it comes to architectural history. Have some respect. Okay. So, his house is just, I'll imagine it, just hits you like a brick wall. The same with the Affleck house, has a similar type of entrance and a similar type of expansion after the entrance. That one in particular, if I remember correctly, has glass on the ceiling, and then it it does a 90-degree angle and is that full wall. So it's the ceiling and the wall. So once again, that whole blurred line between inside and outside. Are you actually inside? Are you actually outside? I don't know. You don't see the glass. You don't see the panes. It's almost a sheer thing of glass. That's all you see. You walk through that little claustrophobic area, and boom, all you see is the outside. My husband might be able to hear me from the room over. That is also something else that's new. I got remarried and had a baby. So, he starts stirring. I will probably try wrapping this up as quickly as possible, but knowing me and it comes to building anything in Sims, we might be doing this for a bit. So, let's see here. So, one thing I want to actually build, as far as any house in The Sims that's inspired by. These are not floor plans of, these are not, copy-paste of what his house would be. It is heavily inspired by. Because of my research, because of what I know about his designs. At least in the earlier part of his life. Later part of his life, he had a very different design than what I'm used to, if that makes any sense. Because most of the ones I've seen in person were from his earlier time. Because I grew up in the Midwest. And so all of my experiences, his earlier designs in the Midwest. Now, in his later life, he spent a lot of time in like Arizona and like California, and that area, the West, Southwest specifically. He fell in love with the desert. He did, however, have a whole lot of turmoil in his life, a whole lot of bankruptcy. Ended up leaving his wife. And if I'm correct, the woman he left for was the wife of one of the people he designed a house for. They ran off to like the West Coast area. Unfortunately, she ended up her kids and 4 other house guests got murdered by a employee who was disgruntled. There was a fire. He apparently was never the same after that, which, I mean, that amount of like emotional turmoil, that would make anyone have issues. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Me going on absolute random tangents because it's architecture. It's my favorite architect. Like I said, most of my knowledge is unfortunately learned over years. Considering I started wanting to be an architect, let's see, my freshman year of high school, so for almost 20 years of just snippets here and there, gathering snippets and breadcrumbs and all the fun. So one of the houses that he had designed, especially around the Great Depression, were the Usonian houses. And that was his response for an affordable house during the Great Depression. Affordable, but yet bit like beautiful and well designed. Because he didn't want, the whole... I feel like if he was alive today, he probably wouldn't like the cookie cutter homes. I hate those. I personally hate them. I hate them with a flaming passion. And my husband can contest to this. He can agree that I absolutely hate them. But a couple of things with Frank Lloyd Wright's designs when it came to Usonian houses, there were a couple of different spots. So he had a couple of like accent walls, I want to say. So they were just brick walls. Okay. Where he would have stuff like plumbing around and stuff along that lines. So in The Sims, I can't really do a whole lot with just a brick wall. It needs to have some girth to it. Some like there for it. Instead of just being a line. So I need to move this bad boy because that's going to mark around where the kitchen and stuff is. So it's basically the one that I went inside. It looked like it was basically being supported by the little end caps of stone. And just like it floated in it. Like floated in between there. It's like, how? How is this? Falling Waters is the same type of thing that it looks like they're floating there. Don't you look over here and stare at me if you're gonna get on here, watch that. My husband is staring at me around the corner. He just freaking scared the living shit out of me. My son's still scared. What, Chris? He's staring at me and I'm concerned. Stop staring at me! No, now he's made me very self-conscious. I'm very self-conscious now. Oh, thanks, Chris. And my son may have woke up. But he seems like he's gonna go back to sleep. Come on. There you go, bud. He's been tired all day. Let's kind of scoot this one over a bit. Also, hey, if you want to go check out him playing, I think he's playing Dragon Ball. Yeah, he's currently playing Dragon Ball. It is Chaos Storm Gaming. I'll just leave a link to it in the chat. Let's see here. No, I'll just leave a link to his channel. That'll do better. Let's see here. There you go. That's the link to his channel if you even, are interested in watching more of like action-y fighting games, then you can just scoot on over there. But I play more chill games. He knows it, I know it. We've accepted this. I don't even know if that's going to be the final placement of those. So, some things with Frank Lloyd Wright is a lot of his designs involve a whole lot of stained glass. Like, a whole lot of stained glass. He designed most of them, actually. So, I want that there. I know it's looking a little bit weird right now, but bear with me. It's gonna be a little bit weird looking. I don't know how I want to do this. I don't want to have it like just facing this way, but I want to have that extend almost all the way back, but I don't want to at the same time. Let's have just another little... I feel like I need to have it kind of changed around a little bit. Don't mind me, this is a full-on work in progress. I want to put the kitchen area over there. There you go. So, I hope that works. There we go. Let's see, I'm gonna put the rooms over there as well. So another thing that he did in a lot of it, like, at least the ones that Affleck House particularly, is he separated the bedrooms from, like, a living room, and living room was always on the other end, and, like, kitchen? And a lot of times he did hide, like, the plumbing in these weird walls like this. I feel like I almost need a little bit more expanded out. I feel like it's not a big enough footprint. Let's see. Train of thoughts all over the place. Let's see. So a lot of... Oh, that's what it was. So one of the packs in particular that personally I use a lot. I mean, besides Horse Ranch, because I like horses. And besides werewolves, because I kind of like that industrial rustic look. But that's not Frank Lloyd Wright-y, right? Ish. I don't know. Seasons. Seasons has a lot of what I would say is very... I don't know if they're inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright, but I wouldn't be surprised if they said that they were. Mostly because of, like, this window. Large, beautiful windows. All of them in short heights. Between that and the... Where is it? This. So, quite literally looks like some of the stone that I saw. Not what I wanted. Stone that I saw when I went and saw one of his houses. Which I think maybe even his primary house, but I'm not sure. Potentially. So, like... I'm gonna raise it up, I feel. Yeah, I feel like I need to raise it up some. put a little balcony out here. He did use a lot of balconies, actually, thinking about it. So we're just building a Lloyd inspired build. It's all good. Gonna extend it so that you can come through there and see it. And then just kind of extend it to there. And then pieces of see us drag it up. Boop. So that it's on a bit of a platform. A lot of his designs, like that Flag House, actually had a stream running underneath the little balcony area. It wasn't a big stream, it wasn't a river, but it was water. He liked incorporating stuff like that. His houses are a little easier said than done when it comes to maintenance. They're very finicky with the maintenance of it, of how it is. If I remember correctly, a lot of owners have issues with mold. But I mean, when you're built over water, you're gonna have issues. Yeah. Like of course you're gonna have issues. So I'm not gonna actually put any windows on this part of the house. Nope, we're not talking to any windows there. And I'm only putting this here so I can have the door and a little stairway. Let's see. Let's see. Actually, you know, I'm gonna keep with the theme and kind of, I don't know, maybe. I'll think about it. I don't think that nope, seasons did not have any of those. That's sad. I like this one. Like I said, we're not talking like a one-to-one house design. We're talking a heavily inspired house design, not like not supposed to be a one-to-one at all, but it's gonna be covered area. That's gonna be covered. It's gonna look really. I have another one in the gallery. I should probably also release that one. It's been a while since I updated it. Let's go up here and get the roof thrown on real quick. A lot of his roofs are very low pitched. Like, can I get this set up here? They're like, I really wish I was kidding. Yep. The only one that I know of that once again, like, okay, so my trip around Chicago, it didn't involve going in a lot of the houses. It only involved going inside his house and studio. But I saw the exteriors of the others, and they all have like low roof. Like it's almost flat. It almost like retains water. Like overhang. Real low. But once again, like the emphasis on like extending out everything. I don't like the color of this. Kind of want to go darker. The color, not black. Maybe. And I can still hear my husband. There we go. I like this one. I do prefer that. Which stone type is there? I will probably end up actually also putting in like a skylight up here. I do need to actually stand this out some. Gonna move it. Just gonna take it all the way to the edge. Okay. Chuck it in the Uffit bucket. Trying not to swear. Why are you not letting me? I'm gonna chuck it in the, well, I guess it's what it is, bucket. I'm not gonna call it what I was gonna call it because that's not appropriate. It is not. I feel like there wouldn't be that much of a gap between these. Chuck it in the I don't care what you think bucket. That's perfect. I like that. And then there would be like, I don't know how I feel about that anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna scoot stuff over. Cause, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like they would be across from each other. Like there'd be a nice separation of sorts. Let's scoot that over. No, I'm not gonna make it that full size because that's just weird. But I'm just gonna kind of scoot it so this is all off-center but yet supported. I know, there's no need to have that. Sims doesn't require it. I just feel like it would look better, but that's me. Okay. And I'm going to make this whole area just lights. Not like lights, but like skylight. So I gotta figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm just making more work for myself. It's okay. Oh. My friend Storm has joined the chat. Hello, Storm. Look at my starting back into streaming again because I figured an architectural history would be a good place for me to kind of hop back in, I guess. I don't know what to call this. My architectural history insanity. Because I swear I'm not right sometimes. I know. I don't know how long he's gonna stay, but he's here for now. And the baby is still kind of awake. I don't want to have that. Yes, this is The Sims 4. Trying to figure out how to frickin' do shit. Being a pain in the ass! Probably. Let's do this and, like, I don't know. I want to have to scoot over again, but I might. Just full on say F it. Just throw it all the way over here. I can just kind of scoot everything over a smidgen more. So I have this weird offset. Lol. Hello, baby. He's awake. He's awake, which means my time on the stream is limited. We're gonna try this though. Oh gosh. The only thing that'd be able to save me is if he starts acting up, if my husband comes out here and goes, I'm here to save the day. Yes. Tammy, do you think Dada will save the day? I don't know. My baby is adorable. Yes, his name is a nerdy reference. Am I sorry? No. Because he is adorable. And his name is adorable. Okay. And now my friend Storm gets to see how much I get frustrated by this damn game. Gonna try to play nice with the language. I'm already failing. Yep. Yes, Damien is all of the serotonin. That is one thing that my baby is. He is just walking serotonin. I can hear my husband in the other room. Let me yell at him real quick. I just yelled at him asking him if he was mocking me. I just got a what? You heard me! I'm just being mean. All in jest. All in jest. It's only good fun. Let's see where the room and shit is. There. Because I want basically this whole area right here to be nothing but a giant ass freaking skylight. Because, well, that's what I want. Am I gonna get it? Well, let's see if Sims behaves and cooperates with me for a second. Next time I could always make a little, like, barn. I like making barns. That's an issue. God damn it. This. Because it's an odd number. No. Yes. Maybe. No, it's because it's an odd number. Alright. Oh yeah, no. Sims, when they get their claws into you. They get their claws into you. Like, frick's sakes. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop. No, not what I wanted. Went too far. Just want to make it not an odd number. Bring it all the way to front. Also, another thing with Wright's design is they have a tendency to be in the middle of butt fucking nowhere. If they're not in like downtown fucking Chicago or in the suburbs of Chicago, they're in like you have to go travel a long distance. Falling Waters is a bitch to get to. I still need to go and visit it. I need to see it in my life. Once I see Falling Waters, I could die happy. That's like bucket list right there, man. Bucket list. Gotta go see Fallen Waters. Yep. No, unhappy. Mommy hasn't even gotten through half of it. I don't even know how long I've been streaming. It doesn't matter. What? He's teething, so he's very unhappy right now. I know. Where's your toys? Here, take this. Take the binky. There you go. One toy is on the floor. I don't know where your little remote control thing is. He's got a bunch of toys for Christmas, and he likes playing with stuff that he shouldn't. Like my headphones. He likes my headphones. Let's see. Don't know what I wanted. Okay, thank you. Why does it look weird? Like it's not blending with the rest of it, and that's starting to kind of bother me. The other one blended. This one's not so much. Why is it not wanting to blend? Like it's sitting here. Should I put it back though? That's why. It wasn't sitting where I needed to. Oh no, Damien. We're not getting angry. Oh, we're already getting angry. Maybe I can get Dad to the rescue. Or he might still be busy with his stream. I don't know. You gonna go hang out with Dad? Yeah, maybe. Oh, really? We're gonna see how long this is gonna last. What type of roof did he put on the houses? Honestly, I don't even know. All I know is that, like, we use this for the... Yes. Beautiful! Love it! This for that. I just need to match it so it's like blurs that line between like inside and outside. So what I could always do is the greenhouse windows. Where are you? Love that kit. Angry baby, baby is angry. There's a whole lot of glass. Right there. Oh my god, Chris. Damn it. I really shouldn't have done that. Fuck muffins. Didn't know if you wanted to take him and keep him distracted. Nope, that is... I know, Storm's in it. Nope. Bye. Bye, Storm. He left. That's, correction, I had a chat. Damn it. Why does this not look right? Just keeps not looking right. Oh. That's what I wanted with that offset like that. Nope, not what I wanted. So now the baby is hanging out with Dad, and Dad is still streaming. Still gonna end up looking a bit off. But at least the center is like there instead of being like elsewhere, you know? I do like the idea of using this pack though. Like, it's not gonna be through the whole entire thing, it's just gonna be the small part right here. Because I need like a good solid glass window that translates really nicely into windows down here. So I get like turn. Oh gosh. Oh no. So I get like the, if it'll let me. Trippy. So I get this like seam almost, but not really like, more seamless than if I use like the other ones. Like any of these square paned ones and stuff like that with the other windows. It does create a really nice solid glass window. Like, don't get me wrong, they're really pretty. They just don't have that like look, that's a solid glass. His weren't. They transitioned to the windows. So it just lined down, boom, you know. So that I'm gonna leave that. I like that. The rest of them, I don't know what he would have picked. I like sheet metal, so I'm just gonna go with the sheet metal and hope that's a good choice. I don't think that they were. I think that they were more like... Yeah, they were more like this. Or this one. Whole different feel. Whole different feel than the sheet metal. I don't know. We'll figure that out in a bit. Let's see. Stick that there. That looks good. Yeah. That looks nice. And I want to change up this a smidgen because I don't really like how that looks. Makes sense with the darker woods. But I need to keep the same rock. That's different rock. Need to keep the lighter rock. Makes any sense. That's darker. That's darker. Kind of not hating the green. Or this like blue gray. Kind of like the blue gray. I'm just gonna stick that there for a quick second, so I can figure out color. Gonna take that and finish. So like the pieces are gonna end up standing out one way or another, but they're not gonna look odd. This will end up with a whole lot of Seasons kit. I'm sorry if you want to download it and it is not available. I can't help it. It's one of the, like, as far as the windows go, like, they are pretty darn, I'd say spot on from what I remember of his windows. They're all, like, roughly waist high. Yeah. All roughly up here. And they weren't in the front. He didn't like putting windows in the front. He always put them in the back. I don't know why. I feel I'm going to break from that a bit because over in this area is going to be the bedrooms, and having bedrooms on that side with no lighting is not exactly what I want to do. Where do I want to put them on this end? Yeah, no, that's where I would put them. I'll put them on this end. Put one of the bathroom against this wall? Yeah, because it has... So his kitchen, the only bathroom, would have been near the center pillar. Put one of the bathrooms over here. Because, like, I'm sorry, I need to have more than one bathroom in a Sims house. It's just weird if you don't. Not gonna lie, I just find it a bit odd. These are a couple of really good sized rooms. I feel like doing this. A little indent. So I can kind of boop, like that. Do I want to separate them up? Didn't really realize that this was going to be that much for bedrooms. But those are bedrooms. Those would have been a lot more than I bargained for. Now granted he did have windows on this side of the houses, but they were like really thin and like all the way up against the top, so you couldn't see in or out really. I think closest I have, those would have been good for it too. To that type of window, if I can find the darn thing. Oh yeah, this one. Uninspiring. This is what it's called, it's uninspiring. All the way up against the top, just boop, like that. so you wouldn't be able to see in it, even if you try. It wouldn't have gave much light. The whole point was for it to be real dark in this area, and then like this area, and then boom, skylight. So I feel like I achieved that a little bit there. And then we're going to put some windows in. What's this one? This is darker. Yeah, I like the darker feel. So we got those there, and then probably keeping that clear from anything. And putting, I want to put a dining table right in this area. Or should I put it over here? I really kind of want to put it right there. Walk in, boom, dining room. And then kitchen right here. Probably should close off this space a little bit more. And then, like, kitchen, and then big, beautiful living room. So I'm kind of doing this type of thing, cutting off that. A little hallway of sorts. Good sized kitchen. Going to do posts on the inside. And then this huge freaking living room. I don't know what I'm going to do in this space. I kind of almost want to shrink it, but no, it wouldn't look good if I shrunk it. Because I mean, it's going to take up most of this. Yeah, no, I want to put it over more. This is going to be a huge house. Not using that mailbox. Let's just move the whole footprint. And we're going to scoot it all the way to the edge. Because I kind of want to actually use the whole L shape. The whole L shape that I have available, I kind of honestly want to use it. So we're going to stretch that out a bit. We're going to actually scoot that over too. These walls wouldn't have been that big. We're going to pull everything back out. Everything's getting pulled around. And moved. Give me half a second here. Give me half a second. My mother is calling me. Alright, sorry about that. Just stuff going on. It's all good. Nothing's wrong. Just kind of trying to figure out stuff. Let's see. I don't know if I should throw in a couple of sunroofs in here, or just leave it at that. I feel like maybe probably leaving it. Turn this area into a dining room. That's kitchen, living room with access to out there. Should I put the door there? No, because that's just gonna be weird. Let's see. Because I want to put column right there, and then kind of this banister. Yeah. Like I said, this build is going to have a whole lot of seasons in it. I'm sorry if you don't have seasons. It's literally one of the only packs that I have that to me looks like Lloyd Wright would like handpicked it. Because a lot of his windows, at least in his house and studio, literally looked like that. More stained glass windows, but like the normal windows, but still. Looked almost spitting image. So. Don't mind me as I put in 20 gazillion windows because I like windows. I kind of really want to put the very thin window along that area to add something. Besides it being potentially used just in the bathroom, but like in the kitchen area it really needs something. Here we go. Oops, my child is upset. I feel like that works there. Yeah. That spacing is okay. Which is okay. It's not great, it's not beautiful, it's okay. And then boop, boop. And then boop, boop. I don't want to put anything there. Kind of just want to stick that there and call that. So it has some sort of like along this line. Do I want to put another bathroom over there? I kind of do. But like a weird, like not even, why did I say weird? But more like a half bath, you know, just has a sink and a toilet in it, like right here. So you can get into there from, yeah, just stick the door for it, like right in here. Right here. Don't know. Yeah, like boop. Don't know. I feel like recessing it in a little bit, so fine. Yeah, I feel like using this area right here as the dining area is perfect. I just need to figure out exactly how many squares inward that is. Okay. So 8. So right here is where it at. Let's just do. I'm not gonna leave it. I'm not gonna leave it. Just do this. Think that's obnoxious enough to be able to like, hey, here's the dining room. Very like uneasy about like decorating this. I hope everyone is currently enjoying the stream. If not, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm trying, man. Now, in the house that I went into, it's really weird because, like, the master bedroom is this really tiny. It's like a bedroom office, right? And it's right next to this area, but it's kind of like weird. You have to step up a bit. So, like, if you're in this area, you can't see into the bedroom, but the bedroom can see out to you because there was windows in it. It was fucking weird. It's just so weird. Let's see. I like windows. I like windows a lot. No, we're basically bending the seam between like inside and outside right there, and with this outside little patio area, which I need to put a fence on. I'm gonna use Seasons once again because I love their stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not even just for the weather. I love how the pack looks. I love, like, everything about the pack. There you go. Indent that in a bit, because it doesn't need to be, like, all the way. Get some stairs going there, and some poop stuff there. My baby sounds very unhappy. Like, Damien, you need to tell Dad that he needs to be nice. I am a baby, sir. Pay attention to be nice. And if you haven't noticed, yes, I have way too many Sims packs. We're not gonna talk about how many hours I've put into Sims. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. To be absolutely fair, however, part of that was when I was pregnant for my oldest, and I pre-ordered Sims 4. So I've had this game for a very long time. Very, very long time. I remember building, when Seasons came out, I remember building a Frank Lloyd Wright inspired house. I really should just upload. I think it is uploaded to my gallery. It's gonna end up being a mistake. Alright, yeah. I think it is. Here is my gamer tag. Gamer thing. I do enjoy, making shells, mostly, from stuff that I've actually seen. And where is the Frank Lloyd Wright inspired home? Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Rustic greenhouse. So much issues. No, wait, wasn't this one? This one is part of it, because you see the stone, and I didn't actually. Oh, I got somebody into. Oh, I like you. Thank you. Person commented on that a while ago. I can find it. That would be great. I wonder, did I take it off? I might have taken it off this. To be fully honest, I think I did. Oh, but there it is. You can't really tell because it's facing the one lone wall. So, like, and then in there is the entrance. But here is the rest of it. So I had a little, yeah. So instead of like the, I guess I just did solid brick for the walls there and there. I didn't actually give them any oomph. That's kind of sad. I do like how I did that though. There's rooms there. So yeah, no, if you're interested, here it is. It's on the gallery. It's one of my Usonian homes. I believe it is only the by the looks of it, it is only the seasons and base game, I want to say. Because there's a lot of the base game things I like using. Let's grab one of those chairs or something real quick. Get everything pulled up, figure out what it is. Yes, I have a lot of CC. I don't plan on using CC in this. I should have just uninstalled it, but it's whatever at this point. I don't think I want to use any of those. If anything, I might end up using some werewolves or the industrial kit, because those have a tendency to look real well good with it. This is one of the chairs I would use. The mega living ones. See, the industrial one would work actually really good with this build, but there's another one. Let me filter out CC, geez Louise. Don't mind how many packs I have purchased. That one could work. I could see that working. Yeah, seasons would be a good one. Where is the more industrial looking one? Not werewolves. Not that one. That one could work. Questionably. That one probably could too. Darn it. I know it has some like... My goodness, am I like absolutely losing my stuff? I think I'm losing my mind. Can't find the darn thing. Well, darn. Can't find it. I know it's in here though. So if I used it more than a couple of times along with that. Similar to the look of that one. No, that's Desert Looks one. Pooh. Alright. Please bear with me a moment. I have to use the restroom real quick. Be right back. All right, sorry about that, and thank you for being patient. It does also appear that, let's see, I know my husband is streaming. Let's double check real quick and see if my other friend is streaming as well. It looks like he does. He's streaming more Gotham Knights. Um, yep. So hey, if you like more actiony stuff, I guess at least give a glance over at their channels in the very least. I don't know how long I've been streaming. I've had a couple people being viewing and watching and just chilling along with me. I do appreciate it. Let's see here. I hear my husband in there making fun of the poor baby for being upset. So yeah, now we're basically just using wood tones, using like storage areas and stuff like that to make this feel nice. I wondered, however, do I want to put the other way around? No, it's fine like that. Yeah, because this is more of a... So I'm going to put the dining area there. What type of wood? Those are beams. Maybe. Or that one. So I do kind of like that one, I'm not gonna lie. And there's my child!
Is that better?
Hello, Chunky Monkey! Do you want to chill back out here with Mama?
He's been going for a bit now.
Do you want to come back out here?
I haven't been able to get him home.
I'm gonna just have my child out here with me. It's fine. I'm okay with this. He's a good boy. He's such a happy papa. Oh, that was a bit rough there, Dad.
I didn't try to. He kind of like slid out of my arm.
Well, he might also be hungry. Give me a half second to check, see, and the last time my child was fed. Alright, now don't mind me as I am also currently trying to feed my son. So, just something we're gonna have to just hang out with me while I do. So, a lot of stuff with Frank Lloyd Wright, especially like his prairie houses and his Usonian homes, was they were very open structure, open plan. So there was a lot of like very easy flow. A whole lot of openness. So I'm trying to like get that with The Sims as much as I can. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't like. Yeah, so one of my notes is simple, beautiful, none are identical. I have a couple of quotes from him. The essential nature of the box could be eliminated. The relationship of inhabitants to the outside became more intimate. Landscape and building became one, more harmonious, and instead of a separate thing set up independently of landscape and site, the building with landscape and site became inevitably one. So, building the buildings per the site, not just trying to force the site around the building. So, like, he did that mostly. Actually, basically all of his designs. It was like one of his principles, basically. But with Falling Water, it emphasized it. It's like the epiphany. It's like the prime example of this. Because there's like a full-on river going underneath Falling Waters. Like, there's a waterfall around it and everything. He liked the idea of architecture for every man rather than every man for one architecture. So he didn't like standardization of it, but he liked tailoring each build to his clients. Which you do actually see. None of them look identical, or even remotely identical. They're very different and unique. Let's see, where's some other quotes? Above all integrity, he would say, buildings like people must first be sincere and must be true. Let's see. In organic architecture, then it is quite impossible to consider the building as one thing, its furnishings another, and its setting and environment still another. He concluded, the spirit in which these buildings are conceived sees all those together at work as one thing. So, very much interested in using like the natural resources to build it. I think Falling Waters uses stone from that actual area. A lot of stone, a lot of timber, not so much metal. The only thing is not purely natural is the glass, but it helps blur the line between inside and outside. Don't mind the raspberries. My son has decided he's going to spit raspberries at me. Why I talk? What are you doing? Emphasis on nature and craftsmanship. Boop, 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 boop. Let's find some stone. I don't want to use the pebbles. I don't like the pebbles necessarily for like these. If really honest, I kind of like this for it. Not that one. Not really that one. Yeah, this one though. A little too green. Sir. Ugh, Damien, why? What is purchase taking? I was wondering why a lot of my stuff was not available. Because I would use actually this. I actually kind of want to just use this one. It's base game. It's what I use for a lot of my builds, but it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. They put it. Oldie, but a goodie. Damien, why are you flipping out? Come here. My child is looking around like everything's going on. What is this, mother? He's laughing at me. My child's laughing at me. I wonder if there's a... that could work. I don't know, though. Alright, bud. You're gonna sit there for a bit. Hello, Dinky! Oh, I just unplugged my monitor for a second there. Yeah, I don't like that as much. Not gonna lie, I'm more of a fan of that one. And now my son is done eating, apparently, and is enjoying his time on this little chair thing. What are you doing? What? Oh, let's find his toys. And Snoopy. Oh, that's where the remote control went. It's all the way down here. Okay, for Christmas, he's got like little gaming remote type thing with buttons he can press, and things he can mess with. Okay. Do it like this. For the wall, for the paint, I just kind of want like this color. I kind of want this like light brown. I kind of like this basic color right here. Kind of like pull it all the way around. I almost had. Oh! Give me a second. Don't worry, the baby is okay. He just gave Mama a heart attack. Freaking almost made me pee myself. Jesus Christ. My fucking goodness gracious. Just a second, I need something to drink. So just to keep you guys updated on what's going on, my baby decided he would flip himself out of the chair that I have. So, thank you. Flipped himself out of his chair onto the floor. Like, he just head over heels. Like, boop. And I'm like, why? Don't worry, he is okay. Interestingly enough, children at that age are actually rather springy. No serious injuries. Luckily, I had like blankets on the floor and stuff like that, so there's a little bit of a crash zone. Was not expecting it, but luckily there is a crash zone. He's fine. He's just staring at me. He's all happy. Are you happy, baby? Just not used to that again. My oldest used to do stuff like that, but not at that same, like... My oldest didn't really do a whole lot of crawling, so... He hated tummy time. This little guy loves tummy time. Really big difference. Now, not to say that my oldest didn't give me heart attacks by rolling off the bed, but hey, you know, he's fine. Still scares the living poo out of me. He thinks it's funny. Well, Damien here thinks it's freaking hilarious. Me, less so much. Alrighty. Sure, on my husband's stream, they're making some like remarks about the baby being a little daredevil. I wonder with these windows here if I should actually make them larger. You know what I mean? Like instead of the short ones, make them the longer, larger ones. Let's see what they look like. Maybe even just go for broke, go for the biggest ones. Maybe. No, I'm not liking that. I do, however, like the idea still of doing like larger ones, but like, yeah. That's better. I just feel really empty now. That's just me being nitpicky at this point. This is why I don't typically stream me building anything in Sims. Because nitpicky as I'll get out and just real finicky. Yep. Really finicky. Yep, nope, that's staying like that. That'll stay like that. That's gonna bother me though. You figure out. And that works. No, not what I wanted. Actually, can these fit underneath this? They can. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I knew that they changed that they can actually like go underneath windows if there's enough space, but I haven't used it and I didn't realize it really. I should use it a bit more. Alrighty, so those are there. Let's take this and then stick that right there. So the stones are accent walls all around. Not gonna. What are you doing, Damien? He has twisted himself out of the chair. And this is why I cannot do things. Let's see. So the type of furniture, wow, furniture and stuff along that lines that we're going to be using is going to be more of, I think Sims has it listed as, let's do all comfort. I'm correct. It has it listed as more of mission style. No. Okay. It's probably industrial. That one. That's the things I wanted. Jeez Louise, if I could have found it there earlier, that would be great. Yeah, I think it's more of the industrial style. Not 100% sure if that's like the closest I can get to a Franklin Wright had. He has a lot of like that type in his house and studio. I'm not sure, however. So I'm sorry if I do put a lot of the industrial pack ones in and you don't have that. I am sorry. Or if I put some stuff from Parenthood and you don't have that. I am also greatly sorry. It's just what I feel like would be appropriate, if that makes any sense. Another shotgun? As my child decides he's going to basically try to jump out of his chair. Not storybook. Storybook is more of honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Nope. Mission? I feel like Mission is another one that's like close to it. Farmhouse. Farmhouse level ranch stuff, okay. No. Definitely not that one. No, it's more of the industrial. Alright, that limits you down a whole lot. Makes things a smidgen easier for me, I'm not gonna lie. Don't know what to do for that one though. I don't want to have to use that one. I will, however, I have to use this one for like this bed frame is just like, look at it, so nice. One of the darker metals, like look at that. Go with like more dark wood. I'm trying to find one that matches the windows. Door. Can't because everything is dark. Alright. Time to light everything. Saucer lights. There's a whole lot of sharp corners. I wonder if I should pull that out a bit, because like that is more open. I mean, I could always do what I typically do for... Yeah, you know what? Alright, so what I have a tendency to do for my Sims' bathrooms is I go a 4x3, and I actually break down the 3. So, let's do this. Because I just find it a smidgen easier to deal with. That's going to end up cutting that off. Well, I guess that's going to go this way then. So I don't feel like doing that. So I put a toilet and a shower tub combo. So toilet, shower tub combo, sinks, voila. That's going to be gross, but whatever. Because those windows, I want to leave them. You could change it, you download it, you do whatever. I honestly don't care. It's just how I personally like having my bathrooms in The Sims for some really strange reason. I find it that if that makes it less likely for Sims to walk in on each other. Makes sense. Especially between that and a half bath, there'd be more than enough tub. Oh, not Jesus Christ. More than enough toilets. I swear I can talk. For people to basically chill and do what they need to do. So that is a huge flippin' bedroom. I'm not gonna lie. That is unnecessary. That's kinda... Can't do that. So those are spaced out perfectly. Just gonna leave it. Let's see here. Let's do a... let's do the beige carpet. So now if I take furniture and I go in and mess with the beds, for example, and put this in here, I'll be able to see what color works best with the door. Oh goodness, he's angry again. Nope. That one looks like it's the best option, unfortunately. Which is a bit upsetting because, like, well, apparently not as upset as the baby is. And now I have a baby sitting on me, making it very difficult to do anything. But we're just chilling, aren't we, Damien? Gonna help Mama design this? What do you think? Should I go with this one? Or do you think this industrial looking one? Huh, bud? I could always go that one. Let's see what type of wood types is this one, huh? No, you don't get to play. I mean, that does have the wood type right there. So I already decided that one works. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. So that right there works fine for that one. Honestly, I'm not even sure which ones I want to put in the rest of this. I really don't. Go spot data windows. You know what? I feel like at this point, let me check, see how long I've been streaming for. Because I feel like I got the general shape. You guys got a whole bunch of knowledge. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I feel like you guys got good knowledge of what would be potentially used. So, give me half a second here. Let me just get everything sorted back out because my computer decided I was going to have fun and knit fit at the same time. So, I mean, it's basically whatever you want to do with it at this point. So yeah, the industrial furniture would look real great in here. I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea of putting the industrial stuff in here. That's also my own personal interest. Honestly, Season's bed could work in here just fine as well. No problem. Actually, maybe even like the more like this one. Boom, right there. Perfect. Already using the pack. Everything. Don't need anything else. Boom, right there, perfect. Then I can find the smaller ones. If I can find the... I think it's up here. Like, the interior is more... I don't know, I'd say Frank Lloyd Wright's house is very... It's very easy to put your own spin on it, to be honest. But it's, as he liked doing, is tailored to what each individual customer liked. So, I mean, if you couldn't put your own spin on it, there's going to be probably a problem, to be honest with you. Now, I'm not saying that as far as a designer, he was more than willing to accept other people's input. From what I've heard, the exact freaking opposite. He was very controlling over the design. To the point of making sure that, like these are stories that I've heard, that he went on one of the job sites and made sure that, and this is from the tour that I ended up taking, that all of the, because he used flathead screws, all of the screws were absolutely, like, parallel with the ground, okay? Like, and he was known to visit the houses that he designed, or make sure everything was up to snuff. He also, let's see, one of the house in particular, I think it said, he designed the plates and bowls for the lady of the house to be able to host dinners. And he also designed her dress so that she could match her house. Like, that's a bit much there, man. That's going a smidgen too far. So you know what? I think at this point, I just kind of might, delete that for one. No, delete the thing. Gonna draw the line there, and then delete said line. Boop. I think I'm gonna call it here, because I mean, you'd easily put that down in there. You could do the industrial stuff pack. Not a problem. Tables? Let's do tables. Let's see what we got for tables. So, don't mind me, I'm juggling a baby. If you got some CC that you think would work real well, use that. Like, it's all what you want to do with it, really, in the end. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I would have used this mega table, or something along that lines, or I know there was something else. It matched the industrial, but once again, the industrial, yeah, see like that. That one's one. But yeah, I would probably use that one. Industrial is more of what I enjoy. More of like the rustic industrial type look. Look at that. I like that. I don't know what is it about like wood tones with like the metal like that. I like it. personally. Like, look at that. But that is just me. You guys don't have to do that. You don't have to do a darn thing. Well, let's try to pull up the season stuff without the baby trying to touch everything. So with using so much seasons, it would make more sense, honestly, to continue using seasons. So, like, their pack stuff. So, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. If I can do this while a baby is just chilling in my lap. One, two, three. Cool. That is centered. So I think I'm just going to throw in a couple of seasons stuff and then probably honestly call it because my child is getting a little bit on the wiry side. He is starting to figure out, Mother is letting me do what I want to do while she's holding me. Little baby. It's getting a little bit unmanageable. What? Are you gonna giggle or are you just gonna make weird noises at me? Oh, now you don't want to giggle, you little stinkwad. Sorry. Damien, can you just hold still long enough for Mama to do... Why is your bib in your mouth? And my child is chewing on his bib. Is it tasty? I don't know. Yeah, no, I'd use all of this. I'd use more of like the... Maybe not, I don't know, honestly. Because honestly, I'm more drawn towards the... More of like muted tones, I want to say. But like, I feel like he would have done like maybe not like the light green, but definitely like this darker one, or like the browns, like this. Actually, that is the shade I need. So I mean, like the browns and stuff, instead of like the brighter colors. But you know what? To each their own, man. To each their own. You want to do it? You do that. You have fun with it. Like, I kind of actually really want to see how you guys feel this, to be honest with you. Oh. Like, I want to know what you do. I want to know what you do with all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it on the thing as, let's shorten that because I can't put shell in front of it. Oh dear. Dot L dot Wright house shell. And you know what? I'm gonna share it on the gallery, and if you can possibly here we go. If you can possibly download it and re-upload it, obviously crediting like you're supposed to do, but like share with me the designs. Share it hashtag Vivian Gamer Vivian Knight, like my gaming like my tag and my Origins ID. Dear goodness, sorry, I'm trying to struggle with a squirmy baby. My Origins ID, I believe, is the Gamer Vivian Knight. I can't check right now because I'm trying to do Superman with a baby. Let's check real quick. Yep, Gamer Vivian Knight. The hashtag Gamer Vivian Knight. I will go and check it, and because I want to see what you guys do with it. Yeah, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna try making this a more regular thing. You got any ideas for the next one? I have a couple ideas floating around. But if you got any ideas, please comment. Uh, Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye, peoples.